something like this.
All right, man. Here we are again.
Back.
We're back. We're back. Dude, I'm sweating.
I'm sorry.
Let me see my
It is
armpit.
108.
I want you to see this.
No, it's-
I want everybody to see this. Welcome to Phoenix.
In the summer.
Phoenix, Arizona in the summer.
Actually, it could be like this in January.
It could. I'm about to take my shirt off and just do this. My shirt, but it would be awkward.
Wait for the pool.
It would be, yes. It'll be awkward. But listen, GSX coming up. Atlanta, Georgia.
2022,
Yeah,
Atlanta,
GSX 22,
Georgia.
Atlanta, Georgia.
Excited.
ASIS
Wait, aren't
International.
You presenting?
I am. So, aren't you presenting?
I didn't think I was, but I am.
So, but it's coming up in Atlanta, September 12th through the 14th.
Okay.
And, it's like the biggest kind of security gathering event, I think, in the world.
I agree.
There's,
It is.
you have OSAC, but they're very specific.
Yeah.
BlackHat, very specific.
Not to take anything away from those. Those are great.
Those are great.
They are
Those
great.
are great.
But this is very much more broad. It's a combination of IT, cyber, and physical.
Yeah. Yes.
To some extent.
So security systems, right?
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
But I wanted to ask you, one, maybe how important it is for the security industry
To go.
One, to have this kind of event, but two, how important it is for you. What do you get out of this? And then I'll chime in with some of the stuff that I get out of it.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna almost be like brutally honest.
Oh,
So
you should.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So my feeling is, GSX's been around a long time.
Long time.
And
It wasn't GSX before.
No. This is the new acronym they use in 5 years, 6, 7, 8 years, 10 years maybe.
6.
I think the first one I went to was like 2014.
In Orlando.
No, I went to one. It doesn't matter. It wasn't
Whatever.
Orlando,
It was somewhere.
Yeah, it was somewhere.
It's either that or Chicago.
I actually think it was in California in Annisline.
Oh, Anaheim.
So,
That's right.
That's how it's pronounced.
That's right.
I'm sorry. So the importance for the security industry, I think, is we can all come together as professionals and talk about what some of the big topics in the industry are. Now, of course, anything that we do when we bring hundreds or thousands of people, which GSX does, thousands and thousands of people together, somebody's got to pay for it, right? We can't all just meet in a park and have a barbecue. Although, idea for 2023.
That would be a cool idea.
That would be cool.
Yes.
Somebody's got to pay for it.
Yeah.
And while certainly the attendees pay for it, $600, $700, $800, whatever it is.
800.
Yeah. If you're presenting, it's less, but hopefully you got the discount.
I'm presenting.
Did you
Are
get
you
the
presenting?
discount?
I got the discount.
Okay.
I got this.
So did I. We've got to have our partners who are the vendors or our security vendors also buy booths and buy blocks of time or whatever it is, invest in these shows. And I think a lot of people on the corporate side or on the non-vendor side, I'll say, because some of us just own our own business, we see this as an inconvenience.
The paying part to go.
The having to deal with vendors.
Oh, okay, got it. Both might be an inconvenience.
Hey, look, you can be real. I'm gonna be real.
Both might be an inconvenience.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And so when we have the opportunity to come together, professionals certainly want to be in the same room talking to each other. Hey, how are you doing this? How do you deal with this problem? What are you doing? I want to.
Do you know this company? Do you know that company?
That's
Do you know this guy? Do you know that gal?
That's right.
And
the vendors are a part of that. They are our partners in this. Their tactics can be inconveniencing, but so can all
without them, we cannot have. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Without them, we can't connect.
Well, without them, we'd
way.
all be on Zoom, and there'd be 3,000 people on Zoom, and it would be terrible.
And we would have to go out there and do a lot of door knocking just to go meet somebody else. You would have to do a lot of work.
Yeah, the local chapters do a decent job, I think, of bringing local.
You have a good one here,
together.
I think.
It's good, yeah.
You have a good one
Yeah,
here.
the Desert Southwest or Phoenix chapter, I think it's called.
Yeah.
So the Bay Area chapter is still my favorite. I'm a little biased because I love the folks there,
Yes.
right? I spent a lot of time there.
Yes.
But when we're coming together as professionals, I think that's There are a number of certification reasons, right? If you hold a certification, I'm a PCI, you're a CPP.
Yeah.
So I'm on the investigation side, Carlos on the security leadership side. We are required to go to a certain amount of things and check a certain amount of boxes, right? So those are all really healthy and good things to do, and I think GSX is a good way to do it. Now, when you go to the show, get ready.
Yeah.
Because it is a roller coaster, and you're going from early in the morning till late at night.
Comfortable shoes.
I'm going to lose my voice if I see you at GSX 2022 and I don't say hi to you.
Me too.
It's not personal. I'll give you a high five, but I probably lost my voice.
Yeah.
I'll have my adult supervision there to make sure I don't lose my voice. Hopefully
that's right. That's right. And she is good.
She's great.
She's good.
And so I think coming together, talking about certification, talking about best practices, and learning about the latest products are what some of the things that I look forward to.
I like that.
I also like look, we've been locked down 2 years, right? We've been pandemic. Last year's was good. It could have been better, but we're still like some
we just got back. It was like, we just got back.
There were people.
I went on my own because the company wouldn't.
The company wouldn't.
There was no travel.
But there were countries that wouldn't let their
that's right.
citizens back in if they came to the United
That's
States, right? So those hopefully COVID restrictions have been lifted. Everybody's gonna be safe. You want to wear a mask, wear a mask.
Whatever.
No one's gonna make fun of you. We want you to be safe. Whatever that means to you, do that. But if we don't come together and we don't express this economy that we have and the ability to tap talent and to understand what the latest and greatest and the most advanced is, we will die as an industry. Yeah. This is our tactical advantage, is to come together and understand what is the best practice. Right. That's my feeling.
So, all the things that you said, I love GSX.
And there's Texas Night.
Well, Texas Night, that's right. Chuckity Chuck. I'm sure you're going to see this.
Texas
Night. I'll put the link. We'll put the link on this one too for Texas Night.
Cowboy hats are mandatory. By the way.
I got it. Okay. Cowboy hats for sure. But here's some things about GSX that I truly love, and then here are some things that I think could be better. I said I was going to be honest. Without the vendors, those kinds of events don't happen. So. Right. I'm okay with that. And to be honest with you, I've become very good friends with a lot of vendors.
A lot of great vendors.
And they know if I want their product, I'm going to bug them, you know, and it's fine. And I have no problem saying, hey, I'm not the buyer, or I'm not going to be buying anything this year. It's all good. Because
by the way, walking the floor with you is a trip.
Well, no. This year is going to be weird.
Yeah.
Get ready.
Why? You think it's going to be worse?
This year's going to be worse. This year's going to be worse. Well, I'll tell you in a second, but let me just give you the plus and minuses here. GSX, I love the classes, but I think the classes are outdated. I think a lot of people have recycled a lot of their stuff. I want to be more into the future. I want to,
Oh, you got to come to my class, buddy?
No, I know, but the present and the future, that's where I need to be.
Yeah.
Right? My presentation is in data centers and data center security, which is a very niche kind of field, and we walked one today.
We did, and we learned a lot. Something
it's very specific. That kind of security is not normal in an office space.
Bloused boots, like you're jumping out of airplanes.
Oh God, that's a whole. We're going to talk about this. But I'd like to see some more classes being refreshed, or the approach to the classes being refreshed.
Yeah.
I loved what you and I did last year.
That was so fun
with Trackforce.
Yeah.
And that was fun because we kind of winged it. But we invited some people up on stage, and the stage wasn't just you and I. It was everybody.
And then we got to. I think everybody who came up on stage was a vendor, and
they're all vendors.
Got to talk with them in kind of a more relaxed, not salesy way.
It was about the industry.
It was about the industry, about what their core products were, and how they were intending on making this industry better, making the world better.
Yeah.
And so I had a great time.
But I love, so, more classes like that I think would be great. Presentations, same thing. Presentations themselves. Update some of the presentations to some of the stuff as we go into the future. I think that'll be good.
And by the way, the future, are you thinking, because in my mind, I'm thinking 5-10 years plus.
5-10 years plus.
Because when we're looking at our budgets in corporate security, and if any of you are following along that aren't in corporate security and are curious about it, we should be, as business leaders, looking several years to the future to see where our budget's going.
Well, I have a 1, 3, 5, and 10-year plan. It's already there.
There it is.
Yeah, it's there.
There it is.
And anybody that is in security right now, want to look over it, take a look out, maybe get some ideas for your own corporation, what you're doing. I'm always open to benchmark. But, here are some of the things. So let's go back to what I like too.
Yeah.
Is meeting people.
That you haven't talked with in
Well, it's
a
funny.
long time.
Like today we just saw a good friend Phelim.
Yep. He's a real person.
He's a real person. He's like a real guy. And that was really cool.
Yep. He made it over from the UK.
He did. And that was so
Phoenix.
nice. So that's about that event. The meeting people, the old shaking hands and hugging babies, to me, is really important because you get a sense of people and who they are, their own character. And most importantly, and my wife would hate this one, is going out afterwards.
Yeah.
We've done a lot of business throughout the day. And just
Breaking
cutting
bread.
it up, man. Cutting it up, having a drink with people of all different industries. Look, I've never been a fan of like EP because they're very specific. EP guys and gals, they're very EP specific. But I broke into a group, man, and we had a blast with some EP folks. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
We're
And
cool.
you make friendships, I think, that will last.
That won't.
Yeah.
That I never
in the
thought I
industry.
would. I never thought I would, right?
I can speak specifically. Last year, you introduced me to a company that I would, in a million years, never run into.
Yeah.
And I've seen them grow and mature over the last year.
Yep.
And seen them do business in different parts of the world that perhaps if they didn't know me, didn't know you, they wouldn't be doing business
That's right.
there. Or they would at a different level, right? So they've been.
Yeah.
That I think is fun too, because every year, if you lock in on some of these businesses, some of these companies, you get to see where they're going and what their projection is.
Ultimately, I think it's worth it.
I do.
I think it's worth it. Maybe if you're running, your line of business security within your company, you don't have to send every single security leader to it.
Right.
But there's some key leaders I think you should definitely think
It's
about
also
spending
not a
that
security
money.
technology
Well,
only
Right.
conference. You have IC West, IC East, so on and so forth. But
Which that's very technology.
it is
driven.
very technology centric. I think we're talking about the human and the technology, the interactions.
That's right.
And to your point, take a look at those classes. The classes are amazing. The instructors are amazing. I certainly will be talking about the future.
Yep.
In my talk, and I know you will as well.
Yep.
And I think if you can find instructors that have vision,
Mm-hmm.
I try to have vision. Try to be.
Yes.
When I'm giving information, it's not, hey, remember what we did yesterday? We might talk about what we did yesterday, but we're also talking about what we're going to do today and tomorrow.
That's right.
Right? Because how do things evolve over time? And I will give you my best information that I can give you.
Yeah. So GSX to me is still worth it.
Yes.
It's going to be worth it, I think, for a very long time. As the industry becomes tougher and tougher, it's going to be even more important that we have it.
Yep.
And everything else. Now, GSX also does something really cool, which you and I talk about all the time, and that is the Military and Law Enforcement Day.
Yes.
Which
The
I think it's
13th?
really
When is
awesome.
that?
The 13th.
13th?
September 13th, again in Atlanta, Georgia. Free for military and law enforcement folks to come out, walk the floor, meet people, shake hands, see some presentations about the transition. There's going to be some great folks doing I know Eric Kready from ASIS, I believe, Dallas. ASIS Dallas, I think. Eric, don't get mad at me, buddy. Anyways.
Tag him below.
I'm going to tag him below. But I know that he has a group together. They're going to be talking about the transition again. There's resume talk. There's so many different things that day for law enforcement folks. But I think most importantly, your face in front of a lot of security leaders that are in the industry in one day.
Yeah.
You're never going to get that many people. Not recruiters.
Actual hiring managers.
The people that are going to be hired.
The people that will hire.
Right?
Yeah.
Shake hands, hug babies.
I think that's the best advice you could ever give somebody who's in transition or considering transition. To come, if you don't come for the whole thing, totally understand that. You come for, if you get one day, if you're in transition, you're in the military and law enforcement, come for that.
One day. Make some connections right before, because what happened, what I realized, there's a couple connections that I made, like even last year.
Yeah.
They just tagged along with me, which is fine. Because I wanted to introduce it. Oh, hey, so-and-so from this company, so-and-so from this company. And I love doing that. You know, so I think it's big. If you have the ability to go, you should go.
Yes.
If you've got a couple of buddies that are retiring kind of along with you in law enforcement or the military, hey, bunk, get a room, get a double queen size bed. We're all used to sleeping with other men, I think, in the same rooms. At least I am.
You do.
I'm not afraid.
You're very welcoming.
Yeah, I'm not. I am. I don't spoon anybody, but I do if you need to. But anyway, so I think it's important. Yeah. But I think it's a real great opportunity for folks that are in the military, law enforcement. I think in law enforcement, covers all the federal folks as well. Don't any law enforcement really. But I think it's a great opportunity.
Yeah, I agree.
All right.
100%.
So GSX 2022, Atlanta, Georgia, September 12th through the 14th. The 13th is Law Enforcement Day. So be there. I know that I present twice on the 13th.
You do?
I do.
Wow.
I do. With Ray Secure as well.
Oh, I love those guys.
Yeah.
Good product.
Mr. Will Plummer. There you go.
That's it.
And you, what do you got? What are your dates?
I'm doing everything for me is on the 12th.
Okay.
Knock on wood.
That's perfect.
I should be presenting morning and afternoon. I'm going to be presenting with the wonderfully amazing Sandra Stibbards, who was gracious enough to allow me to really present with her. But we're going to be talking about corporate due diligence.
Yep.
And essentially backgrounds for high net worth CEO types, onboarding of board members, corporate acquisitions. What do those due diligence look like?
Yeah.
Bring a laptop, because we're going to do it live.
Yes.
You're going to be required to do some homework while you're in class.
Well, whatever you do, though, do not take a picture of Sandra.
No taking pictures of Sandra.
I got in trouble.
She doesn't exist.
I got in trouble.
She is just a blur from here up.
I got in trouble, man.
You'll get yelled at.
I did get in trouble.
And then I'm presenting in the afternoon with the amazing Bora and the even more amazing Amanda Lewis, who you are very well acquainted with. We're going to be talking about trust and safety in the metaverse and how you can do investigations, how the metaverse is going to be in the future. We're already there. If you didn't know, you're in the metaverse right now.
Yeah,
Literally,
we're not real. We're not real.
No, I mean we're avatars. We are real.
We are real.
Yeah, we're just avatars.
That's right. That's right.
And then I don't know if I can say this, but I'm going to say it anyways. I've been asked to present, or kind of triply co-present on COVID investigations.
Oh, wow.
So our financial sector security partners have asked me we did a webinar, I think, last year.
Yep.
And we've got some new content, new people talk about things, and they've asked me to come on and be a part of the panel.
Using access control, using a bunch of things.
Yeah, COVID investigations.
Love it.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of great stuff. So I guess from Scott and I, we'll leave it here. We'll see you at GSX 2022 in Atlanta, Georgia, September 12th through the 14th. He presents a lot on the 12th. I present a lot on the 13th. And we're going to be presenting. That's what we do.
We present.
All right, everybody. Good to see you. All right, man. Thanks.